everybody, welcome back to the show. It is time to talk about some real estate.
Yeah, absolutely. And the market, despite all predictions, is actually heating up again. Leo Wilk joining us. We call him Condo Leo. He is our Vancouver condo guy. Talking about the market and everything else. How are you, Leo?
Good.
So what is happening in the Vancouver market right now?
The main thing that's happening and what's driving the market, let's say, is foreign investment, especially from mainland China.
Yeah, we're hearing a lot about this, and in certain sectors of the market, it really is like adding a little gasoline to an already lit fire.
Yeah, the housing market is going crazy, and we're starting to see some of that into the condo market as well.
So what is causing them to purchase here again? I mean, we see trends in this, but why mainland China in Vancouver again?
One of the main reasons that, let's say, started this all was a mandate was put in about, I think, over 30 cities in the mainland China areas, and it was a mandate that limited them that they could only buy up to 2 condos. So right now they have all this money, they want to spend it, and they're not allowed to actually invest it.
Wow.
So why do they come over to Vancouver? Well, number one, education.
Yeah.
It is, they love being
outside.
here. Exactly. It is a great place to invest, and it's a stable investment.
Yeah.
In China, it's a lot of leasehold land, so they're used to it, but it is an added bonus that we have a lot of freehold land out here as well.
Nice. Okay, let's talk about some comparables, but this time, instead of doing comparables in our market to other ones, we're going to be talking about Hong Kong to Vancouver.
Exactly. So everyone always says our prices are too high, our prices are too high. Well, this is going to show why they're buying here as well.
I had no idea how much they were in Hong Kong. So let's look at our first home here. This is Hong Kong, of
Beautiful,
course.
spacious.
600 square feet, and you can pay $834,000 for that. You get the washer dryer in your kitchen, which is great.
Not a lot more.
Time.
Not much of a view. This is the same place, and then
Sorry, go through the square foot and pricing on this one again.
this one is 600 square feet for $834,000.
Okay, so a comparable in Vancouver would be
Comparable in Vancouver, this one's 1,166 square foot, and it is brand new.
and
Wow.
it's same price, way
Same
more
price.
square
This one
footage.
is 10-foot ceilings. I think it was a sub-penthouse level.
I can start seeing why there would be an attraction for a mainland Chinese buyer
Exactly.
in Vancouver.
Okay, let's look at another Hong Kong condo. Let's have a look.
So this one here is 567 square feet. and
Yes, but high ceilings.
higher ceilings, it's 590,000.
Wow.
Wow, that's
Okay.
amazing. Okay, and
This
that's
would be
another
its
picture of
kitchen.
the same property. So
Oh, I
let's
thought
look
that was the
Oh, the
bathroom.
bathroom? Yeah, bathroom.
I can't see. Okay, let's look at the comparable one in Vancouver.
So in Vancouver, for that one, you're getting 590,000 for 859 square feet. So you're actually, not many people would expect you to get more in Vancouver, but there is places out there that are more expensive.
And the washer dryer not in the kitchen.
Exactly.
In Vancouver.
We can
Yes.
move in the kitchen if you want.
Yeah, you can.
You can.
It's a buyer's choice, really. And our last example, and this one is probably maybe one of the most shocking. This is Hong Kong once again.
Hong
Give us
Kong,
the stats.
605 square feet, 798,000. Wow.
Okay, and in Vancouver, you get. Oh no, that's sorry.
The
There's
feature
our
of the
favorite
washer in
feature.
the kitchen again.
Our favorite feature.
Wow, and this is in Vancouver.
Wow.
This
Vancouver.
is in Yaletown, and the
Yaletown.
square footage and the price is?
1,490 square feet for 798,000 as well. It's a 2-level loft.
Crazy. So
Wow.
you're getting almost 600 more square feet.
Exactly.
And a beautiful layout as well. I really get a sense of this. And how competitive is this making it for buyers in this city? I mean,
It's getting more and more competitive. Right now, what we're noticing in the condo market anyways is that if something's priced low and aggressive, if it's good, it's snapped up in 1 or 2 days.
Are things still going through multiple offers?
yeah.
Yes, we just had one hit the market, and it was on the market for 5 days. We weren't actually accepting offers until Sunday, so everyone could see it. And by Sunday at 6 o'clock, we had 5 offers. It would have been 8, but 3 got scared off, and we sold for 16,000 over.
This
that's
is the
the one
place
there.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
How many people came through to view the open houses?
We had an open house Saturday and Sunday, and I had minimum 50 people through.
Wow, so I guess it's best if you're a first-time home buyer to know what the next steps are. You find a place that you like.
Yes.
So let's go through some of the steps once you find that
Yeah.
client. You walk in the door, you got to make a decision in this
Exactly.
market immediately. So walk us
Exactly.
through some of the steps that happen next once you find a spot.
The next steps are you find a spot, so right away you get into the offer. So they're saying that 53% of purchases are going to be first-time home buyers this year, and that a lot of times you do need to be prepared once you see that place because the lower price points are going fast.
Yeah.
So the first step after you found the place is called the offer. And in the offer, what you're going to be doing is you submit a form. It's about 5, 6, 7 pages long, and it pretty much has all the terms of the contract. So you've got the price, your deposit, your dates, your what we call subjects, which we can get into in a bit, and then all the other terms in the actual contract. So you don't need to put any money forward at that point. A lot of first-time buyers get scared because they actually think, you know, when I'm locked into something the minute I sign my name. The offer is really just the first step, and it just kind of gets the ball rolling.
And then what happens? The seller can accept or
reject
the offer,
counter, or even reject it.
Yeah.
And you think, why would a seller reject an offer, not just counter?
Because he thinks he can get more.
He thinks he can get more, or sometimes if you're playing hardball and going in low, they're just going to say, well, we're not going to even entertain this offer, and we're going to walk away from it. So there's kind of
negotiating.
Exactly.
So how important is it? I mean, we're talking about that stage where you're looking at a place and you want to make an offer. How important is getting ready to actually be in a situation where you're ready to purchase a place? I mean, getting your financing,
exactly,
all that stuff.
Before that, if you're going to make an offer nowadays, especially because it's so competitive, having your financing taken care of is important. Because if I'm looking at multiple offers and there's 4 of them in front of me, one of them's for X amount, but it has the financing's already secure. One of them might be for a couple thousand more, but doesn't have financing. The seller might say, well, you know what, this one's a more secure offer.
It's going to happen quicker.
Exactly. And that offer we actually got was a condo, and it was a subject-free offer, which is fairly rare.
Okay, let's go through subjects really quickly. There's financing is one of them, obviously. But what are some of the other typical subjects that people put on the contracts?
Yeah, so and just to clarify this too, all the subjects are to protect the buyer in that situation, and we do state that in the contract too. So the typical one is always financing. So you get your financing, you've got one subject to inspection. So some people do hire inspectors for condos a lot, and it's for peace of mind. You get what all the minutes are, you can read them, but an inspection is still good to do, especially if you're a first-time home buyer, you'll feel a lot more comfortable. You're probably paying about $500 to $800 for a condo or something like that. You're going to want to read all the documents that come in a condo. So you'll have about hundreds of pages to read.
They're cure for insomnia.
Exactly.
There's a lot of reading involved in this
So you know
process.
what, if you want to feel comfortable, you're making the biggest purchase of your life, you're going to want to know what you're buying.
And you know what, your realtor's job is also to read through those. We know kind of where to go to read. We know what things are the most important to look at first. There's a form called Form B, and it talks about if the owner owes money to the strata or if anything's wrong. There's one, you get engineering reports about the building itself, if there's any problems with it. And you get to see what's happening down the road as far as are they going to be paying.
And then, of course, hopefully you close the deal.
Yeah.
And we wanted to get to a few pictures right now because
we've started something.
We love that you find these photos.
Yes.
These are actual photographs of places that are listed
MLS?
on the MLS.
Yes.
This one has a dead man in it, I think.
So this one you get drawn to the TV.
What is he watching and what is he doing?
That we don't know. But he decided that instead of getting up off the couch.
Where's his other hand?
Why would somebody use it? They're selling a place that's worth upwards of $500,000 and that's the picture?
That's the one they decided to go with.
I don't want to think about that guy when I'm buying a home.
This picture to the one that we saw of your property that went way over and that had multiple offers.
And that kind of goes back to our first episode here where we talked about how a seller's going to sell their home. If, professional photos for one, I mean, it's...
Let's get to another unprofessional. Let's get to the not to do. This one you can't see the property.
You can't see. It's very cluttered. I mean, it's just dark.
It looks like a hoarder lives there. And let's go to the last one.
You said hoarder, right?
I said hoarder. For those who might be allergic or not a fan of animals, this is probably a bad picture.
I love dogs, but get Sparky out of the shot. I mean, you just it's going to turn some people off potentially. Cute dog.
I just automatically think that whole house is going to smell like dog.
Yeah.
Exactly. And in Vancouver, there's a lot of dogs in condos, and it's
nice to know that you have them, but just state that on the listing. You don't need a picture of the pooch.
Exactly. And I mean, we sold a place, and she had a cat, and the cat was nowhere to be found. Like, you didn't even know that it lived there, and that helps because people just don't want to see that.
Well, Leo, thank you so much. If you want some great advice, of course, you can go to Condo Leo's website to get some more info, and I love those pictures. We have to have more next
I know.
time.
Every time Leo comes on, he brings his favorite worst pictures from MLS. We're going to take a break.